started here, 2v2, Calderis Refinery blue side. We've got Matuska as a warlock, a melee commander can leap into combat with some powerful spells, support, disruption, all that good stuff. Alongside Z as a mech boy, teleporting commander that fights range combat, puts out some good damage, can also support, disrupt, build structures and repair fights with ranged weaponry. Red team, Brawler is a Revenant Alpha tunneling commander with good mobility, powerful offense and a little bit of support, begins ranged combat but can get some melee weapons. And rounding off the teams is Yay as a Chaos Sorcerer, offensive and disruptive commander, lots of manipulation and control abilities, begins in melee combat. Some good offense too, being shot up by a mech boy right here, but will finish the cap. Warlock is capping mid. We've got a tunnel already up so he can get back and defend his powers and his VP when he needs to. Probably see another one towards the center. Not sure what the deal is with the same hand, fellas, why he's got this fur collar and funky headpiece and what looks like a gi. It looks pretty cool. He's making it work. Gonna go look at some Chaos Space Marines and fight him. Not just look at him, he's probably gonna jump at him in a second. Use his fleet already, you see his energy down. There we go. Always looks cool where he uses his ranged weapon and then jumps in after it. I say ranged weapon, he just points at stuff and shoots lightning, I think, which is pretty handy. Howling Banshees, power weapons, pretty speedy, can choose their engagements, or at least ideally they'd be choosing their engagements. You don't really want to run them in head on. Eldar not always so great at head on fighting. Tyranids of course can be fantastic at that with insane amounts of numbers, especially Synapse going off in tier 2 with all the buffs it gives you. Some Spore Mines. Termagants here already with Toxin Sats, because you can use that to slow down the movement of the Banshees or indeed the Warlock. What's going on there? Oh, that was the it's the new Spore Mines. Of course, they're completely different now. They do a little damage over time with their explosion. I think that's the first time I've seen that in 2.6. Someone using the Spore Mines. Hormagaunt's wiped out, as you might have seen then. Jitterbug Boy's taking out the rest of the Spore Mines, not before one of the squads is infected with crap, and the other squad as well. Full retreat off. Red team can now bash power completely, maybe. 3 gens there, 1 gen here. Might not be able to get all 4 of them, but as those one. Termagant's now working on a node. CSM coming for this gen. Good start for Red team. Despite losing that Hormagaunt, they did force off that Eldar. And that was a long retreat back and managed to decap this power here. Or maybe it's just not being capped yet, I think. Our Avengers moving up, going to decap the VP. Give the Red team something to think about over there. We don't see another tunnel up yet, I don't think. Not that I can see on the minimap anyway. There we go, there's one. He's popping up over here, put some pressure on that mature wreck point, which is annoying. Havoc's up for Yay. Mech Boy can teleport in and left hook them in the face to tie them up, but there will be heretics around and double CSM ready to turn around and shoot him as well. Try and take down this tunnel, and they do so. Get a decent amount of red from that. Almost as much as killing a tactical marine, which I think gives you 18. Maybe they're 15 as well, actually. Havoc's doing their thing, suppressing this guarding weapon team, but there's the Immolator. That could be really nasty for the Tyranids if they blob up with a double Termagants. Doing a job there, getting rid of the Havoc's. Blue team can now get their natural VP back. We have big... No, we don't have big shooters. We have shooting obs on both squads here. Increasing the DPS with that big fat model. He's also a die last leader and will boost the damage of the whole squad in tier 2, assuming they get there. With Barb Strangler Warriors. Really cool weapon, this thing. Instant suppression, AoE, decent damage too. Need to get relatively close. Not sure exactly what the range is, but it's shorter than the standard range weapons, which are like 38-ish. Storm Boy's on the way for Z. He's going to try and jump on these Havocs, no doubt, with their power weapons. Heretics will be around though, so we might see some... Oh, we already see the battery pack, in fact. That could be pretty nasty for Yay to deal with. We shall see. If Heretics get in there, do a big chunk of damage, and then there's double CSM ready in retreat path to do some melee attacks, it could be really bad for the Storm Boys too. I think the heroes, as usual, will be key in that engagement. Oh, kick it off in the middle. Bunch of guys being suppressed by the Heretics. Some Doom Bolts flying in there. Heretics now backing away. That was very strange. I think that was a misclick. Now they're going back into the Storm Boys. Suppress them again with another Doom Blast. One squad runs away. The other squad runs away. Here are the Storm Boys. Nice grenade. Oh, and they were caught super bunched up trying to get around the objects there, the cover. That was nasty. Really nice grenade from Matuska. And Z lost a lot of models, but Orcs generally do that. It's going to reinforce everything. Oh, Heretics in retreat path almost finishing off the Storm Boys. That is pretty damn close to a wipe there. How much does shooters cost to reinforce? 27. This power being capped, this kind of contested power over here. And it's being loaded up. Sneaky tunnel usage from Brawler. Banshees might really struggle with a Barb Strangler, double Toxin Sac Termagants, and some Spore Mines around. There's that suppression. Only hit one model though, so it doesn't do a lot of damage in that instance. Ravener gets a decap. Yes, he does. Needs to run away before he dies though. There we go. You got any war gear, Mr. Ravener? No, you don't. Boom. Big hit from a Barb Strangler. Spore Mines do get a detonation as well, poisoning all that stuff with Tyranid crap. There's a Destructor. Has he used the Immolate already? I don't think he has. Based on how much energy he had. CSM, both of them with Eternal War, but they are in a bad place. Storm Boys in retreat path. Trying to take out the Heretics. It is so bad at chasing, aren't they? Very clumsy jump, which seems to take a while to recover from. That passive little jump that they do. Tier 2 for both the red team players, and blue team still kind of playing catch up, or they're edging back into this game. Warlock is almost level 2. There's the Immolator. Bad news for all those Tyranids. Did they actually drop a model? I don't think they did. Don't want to run into a Shuriken Cannon, but now it's the Mech Boy capping. Ravener Alpha taking back his natural. 2-1 cap now. 285, 4-8. Got a sizable VP lead to make up here, or rather defend the red team. Our Avengers forcing melee combat on the Ravener Alpha. Don't have their Exarch, and that was a good special. I guess he has a special even with his default range weapon then. Pretty good one too, nice and quick. Some of those special animations are so elaborate you can almost dodge them. Like the Warlock's one is pretty nuts. He does this like pirouette spin. Pretty powerful though. Warrior Brute did not drop a model there. Genestealer's on the way for Brawler. Can get their Rending Talons in tier 2 now, of course. Oh, look at this. Blood Crusher already up. You got an answer for that, Mr. Z? No, he doesn't. He's not in tier 2 yet. Has the Beamy Death Gun he can get for the Mech Boy in tier 2, though. And the Storm Boy Knob does heavy melee, so that Blood Crusher might not last long once he gets to tier 2. Uh-oh. Banshee's in trouble here. Big trouble. Genestealer's getting out. Looks like they'll be okay, maybe. There's a Capillary Tower trying to boost the speed of the Genestealers, but I don't think it'll be enough. Banshee's pretty quick once they're in full flight retreat. Hard to catch him. Blood Crusher charging around doing Blood Crusher things. He's a Bloodletter riding a Juggernaut, which is pretty cool. Does some heavy melee. Pretty quick too. Has some cool abilities, can charge around and also scare stuff away. Going after these Storm Boys here. Storm Boys running right into Havocs, but there's the Mech Boy to tie them up. Not sure what these Storm Boys are trying to achieve. There's a lot of stuff to try and tank with your face. Didn't drop a model though. Need to run away. I think it's just trying to hold them up a little bit there. Genestealer's mid. Bunch of dead Heretics. Not sure where that was from. Leveling up is the Warlock. What level are you? Just level 2. Must have been an old level up that we just saw. Jen's being bashed. I haven't seen really the blue team get close to these. Red team looking pretty strong with a triple cap here. Matuska with a Wraith Lord on the way. Our Avengers with an Exarch. inbound already have their aspects. CSM with Aspiring Champions, yes, using their Slaughter ability. But there's a battery pack heal on the Sluggers, and they will tear through CSM for sure with their Knob Leader. Lucky to get away there with that squad. The Aspiring Champion lives with 75 hit points. Need to deal with this Blood Crusher though. He's barely taking a scratch. Just under 500 hit points there. Zone throw up on the field for Brawler. Tier 3 for Ye. Blood Crusher straight into Tier 3. Which you can do if you're ahead. Wow, lots of dead Tyranids. Or was it? These guys get away with 5 models on like 60 hit points. That was pretty nuts. Genestealers just had a fight with some Banshees and looks like they've won a lot and are now capping with that passive infiltration going off when they're idle. Venom Brood on the way for Brawler because he spotted this Wraith Lord. Pretty decent walker this guy with that massive Ghost Glaive sword or whatever it's called. Heavy melee. Has less DPS than a Dreadnought but more damage per hit, so he attacks pretty slow, but when he attacks really hurts you. Uh-oh, grenade your own Warlock. He's not too pleased. You embarrassed him, Dire Avengers. Now he has to run away. Is that autocannon? Looks like it is. Not quite in range to have an impact here. We have some tank busters up. Storm Boys jumping in to tank some stuff and get the engagement started. There's that Rocket Boy. What is it called? Bomber Boys, there we go. Jumps in and explodes. Very, very orky. Good push by the blue team. Really good push. Might be able to take down this Blood Crusher. Tank busters needed to keep moving forward there, I think. And they might have been able to get it, but here's a big engagement. Tyranids coming in. Bloodletter's Circle of Summoning, I think it's called. From Ye. One of the global abilities of the Sorcerer. It's a brave engage from Brawler here. His teammate was completely off the field and still came in. Might have been better to back off a bit. Maybe decap fully this left side. Cut, maybe try and come in behind some stuff. But he went for the attack. And didn't. I don't think he really lost anything. So not the end of the world. He does have that Venom Brood up with Range Synapse. So all those Termagants, which are 10 per brood right now, are all being buffed pretty considerably too. It's like 35% more damage. Or is it 35% more health? You're going to tell me, aren't you? Yes, 35% more damage and 25% more health. That's it. Triple cap for blue team. Tier 3 for Z. Looks like Ye quit his tier 3 advancement and he wants to get some more tier 2 stuff out, I guess. Next few engagements you feel are going to be vital here. Blood Crusher getting some repairs. You can worship the Blood Crusher to heal it, but repairing is always quicker. 108314. There's that Immolates, and here come the Tyranids. Genestealers with their Rending Claws. Wraith Lord seems happy to fight him. He does have melee resistance, of course, but taking a big chunk of damage. Venom Brood helping out. That was the Warthog dropping in. Awesome little sub-commander for Eldar. Kicking off in the middle here. Massive 2v2 fight. Looks like the blue team are going to win this. Blood Crusher still lives. Look at that Warthog jumping around like a nutcase. So quick. She can get her fusion gun in tier 3 also, which is awesome. But he's not tier 3. Now it's the blue team's turn to bash some power here. There we go. Not going to last long with tank busters around either. Raven Alpha does have his Corrosive Devourer and the Synapse Aura for damage, so big bursts of range damage coming out of his army there. The double Termagants and the Zone Thrope and the Venom Brood range Synapse. Doesn't have the Raveners though, which really bump up your range DPS with that loadout. Everything got back into the tunnel. This is just a visual bug here, and Banshees are going to take it down. And they got out here. 108, 243, triple cap for the blue team. Have really risen up late tier 2 into tier 3 here. They don't have an obviously better armies, but they've just handled the engagements much better. Seems to have gone at the same time as well into the middle. Red team always slightly caught off guard. Sorcerer trying to get some decap going on. There's that mighty autocannon doing its thing. Doesn't want to get caught here, the Eldar player. After a few good engagements. Is he going to engage? He's turning to engage these little rippers, which is annoying. There's the Immolator. Won't do a massive amount now that he has that range synapse around and things have started leveling up and that kind of stuff. Autarch has her spear. It's a power melee weapon, despite being an executioner. The Banshee Executioner is a heavy melee weapon. Going after these Warrior Brood models, and again they don't drop one. Have they lost a model yet? I can't remember seeing them. They must have. 108 to 167. Storm Boys have found some Havocs, but can't get a model off them. Now they're going to turn onto some CSM though. Autarch in retreat. CSM are not running away. Is he staying to fight here? It's a bad fight to stay in. Trying to find his Tyranid allies to help him out. Drops the Aspiring Champion, drops another model. Stormboy's trying to warm up here. Level 2. Where's that mech boy at? He's there trying to cap. He's got his big shooter and goes down. Easy revive from there though, I think. Look at these behind enemy lines Ravana tunnels. That's a dangerous place to put one here. Right near that object. Generally don't want to put your tunnels right next to objects because your units can get stuck as they get out. Don't think he got the decap there. Still down is that mech boy. Where's that warlock then? Coming out of base now. Going straight for the revive, is he? No, he's going west, I think. Putting some pressure on this natural VP of the red team. 95 to 157. What's going on over here? CSM? Uh oh. Bad for CSM. I remember when this was a complete death sentence. If you caught retreating units in the death roller, they just turned into bits of retreating units. Like that. But at least you have a chance of surviving now. Looks like one squad got away. Great and clean one on the field. I haven't seen this big fella for so long, it feels like. There he is. Awesome model. One of the best models in an RTS game, I think. Look at the way it's animated. The spine and flaps of disgusting crap on the back. Awesome. $72 to 157. Wraithlord with that Bright Lance level 2. Might be able to help take down this Carnifex with it. That's the big zap gun shot. Smack! Holy crap. Slow down there for a massive particle effect. This game doesn't play nice with particle effects. They can really slow your game down and tank your frames per second, no matter what kind of rig you got. Sorcerer decapping, that's really annoying. Triple cap for blue again? This guy's capping over here. See a council on the way from Matuska. The Carnifex has got what? Thornback. So it can charge around, spawn out some rippers, and generally be a nuisance with 1650 hit points. Used to have 1875 hit points, of course, that big guy. Oh, Sorcerer went down. Tried to retreat away from the Storm Boys, I think. Was that Storm Boys or Sluggers? Oh, Sluggers. Where are the Storm Boys? Must be inside the Batwagon. Very clean one taking shots. No, leave him alone. Become a little bit fragmented. Not seen a big team fight for a while. People trying to push different areas of the map. Not quite sure if they can win the team fight, I think. Might see one soon though, as both players get their naturals and converge on the mid. There's that foul snare. Always seems to bug for me. The first time I use it, it always seems to bug, and then after that it's fine. Didn't bug that time. Smack. It's a good chunk of damage and of course, a knockback and a stun on it. So it's a nice ability. Warlock barely gets away. Level 5. He's got his warp throw, which could save a cap. What about nukes? What are we looking on nukes? Brawler's got one. But that's it. Wraithlord backing away from that Carnifex. Doesn't want to fight it in melee combat, that's for sure. There's a lot of backup here. Seer Council can't really do a lot to a Carnifex. There is the Tyrannus formation. Can he catch anything as it retreats out? Might be able to. Boom! Takes out a Shuriken cannon there. Was it? Yep. There might have been a Bright Lance. It was a heavy weapon squad, whatever it was. Shuriken platform. Autarch on capping duty, getting shot to pieces. Does she not have a shield? There we go. Still take it. Oh, that's not her shield. That's whatever it's called. Distort field. There we go. From the Warlock's global bar. She can get a shield, right? I'm not going crazy. Pretty sure she can. Seer Council getting absolutely wrecked by the Great and Clean One. There is the Foul Snare, and down they go. Carnifex got them on retreat. I think finished them off. They didn't last very long, did they? Not the best purchase ever. Red team now in the ascendancy, it feels like, with a single cap here. Double cap now. Gonna be a 2-to-1. Both red team commanders down here. Looks like the Ravener was trying to go and revive the Sorcerer. Didn't quite make it. Matuska needs to get something big and scary out, but can't really do so. He is tier 3, so maybe some D-cannons will help out in the mid there. And the Warlock is always a massive nuisance with Warp Throw. He's going for the Witchblade of Kurnus and has Providence. The big Angry Space Elf build is on the way. 16 to 78. He's going to have time to use it though. It's a 2-to-1 cap. This might be the end of it. Is he going to get the decap? I think he might. Great and Clean One's leaving him. Going after the Wraithlord, wondering how it tastes, I think. 1-to-1 cap there. Battle Wagon has been awesome. They've had absolutely no answer to it whatsoever. Down goes the Wraithlord. Boom. It's like Wraithbone. Termagant's level 3. Venom Cannon is there, getting rear armor shots on the Battle Wagon, but it lives. Oh, what was that? I was just a walkthrough, I think. I thought that was an Eldritch Storm for a second. Double cap for blue team. But red are on blue team's natural, trying to get a decap. Mechboy will knock him around though with his custom force field. That's so annoying. Look how far it knocks you as well. Really good knockback strength on that thing. Grenade. That Muddle does go down. Gonna say, was he gonna tank it there? Warp Spider's on the way from Matuska, but he's looking very, very thin. Just double Dire Avengers and an Autarch. And Warlock's down even. So it's red team's game to lose, I think. Unless they completely screw this up. They should be able to have enough to keep the pressure on too much for blue team to deal with. That's a Rocks though. Tyranids knocked down on retreat, everything blowing up, but I think they're going to be okay. Zone Throat did go down though. Could have been worse, could have been better. Havoc's forced off by the Stormboy. Stormboy's hit level 4. Don't have their knob leader right now. 9 to 49. It's a 1-to-1 cap. What is this? Just Tyranids looking after their VP. Great and Clean One's been pretty good, but he's taking a lot of damage right now. And he does have some Heretic support, but it's running away. Great and Clean One doing passive damage to nearby units, but does not do splash damage anymore with his basic attack. But it has got a pretty powerful one to a single target. Carnifex number 2 on the way for Brawler. Not sure what took down the first one. Didn't see it go down. Because I'm a moron who misses everything. Mechboy is level 6, done well. Shot up a lot of Tyranids, I suspect. There's the Foul Snare. Oh, he put his own buff on himself. He's gonna die? No. Lives. He's shooting up a Great and Clean One, making it leave. 2-to-1 cap for blue team. Are they going to prove me wrong? Very wrong here. Red team not able to put the pressure on. So much power for Yay, but he doesn't have the requisition to get something good out. Like a tank would be pretty good. Oh, maybe not. Double commandos. They both have knob leaders. Oh, one of them does. This is blue team's game, I think. I was completely wrong. 9 to 5 on the VPs. 2-to-1 cap, and this is going to be it. There's a nuke right at the end from the Sorcerer, but Red team cannot decap in time, and blue team take it. Pretty back and forth there. Blue team started very well, then red team came through, but blue team's snatching it at the end there. Just had that capping power. Warp spiders. There you go. Just a good heroes end of the game. Level 6 Warlock. Not sure if he... Well, he must have used the ethereal slash thing, but I didn't see it. Level 6 Mech. Doing his thing. Level 3 Raven Alpha. Only hit level 3. And a level 3 Sorcerer too. And he was down for a while, I think. There you have it, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time.